Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest takes place in the amateur lightweight division and will be contested over three 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist has an undefeated record with 4 wins and no defeats. He represents the Kaizen Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Wyatt! His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist has a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat. He represents Team Kaobon. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Grundy! Our referee, Mr. Paul Crossley.
Bout number 10 here at UKFC 23 in Preston, and it's a cracker amateur lightweight fight between Jack Grundy of Team Kaobon in the black shorts, Nathan Wyatt of Kaizen Academy, black shorts, swimming red and white. So, I mean, but this is a high-level matchup for both these guys. Both had 4 amateur fights. Wyatt undefeated at 4-0, gets taken down with single leg early. Grundy 3-1, 1 loss by disqualification in the fight. He was dominating.
Yeah, it's a 3-0 record really, or it's 4-0 depending on how you want to look at it. It wasn't even intentional. It's an accidental foul that resulted in the loss of a fight. But for all intents and purposes, we've got 2 undefeated prospects here. And quite frankly, on any regional show in the country, these 2 would be challenging for titles.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, winner of this probably will go on to. But Jack straight away showing his wrestling pedigree. And there hasn't been anybody that's shown really any ability to stop that so far in his amateur career. I think, have we seen all his amateur fights here?
Yeah, all of them. At one point and another.
Yeah, and Wyatt, you know, doing a good job of not letting him advance. He's working his half guard there, but Grundy on top, comfortable, looking really strong, and doesn't look like he's about to be moved anytime soon.
No, absolutely. This is exactly where he'd want the fight to be. Confident in his wrestling, confident in his top game.
Yeah, middle of the cage as well. No place to escape up the fence. Really strong cross-face pressure as he looks to try and pass through to the side control. And you know, old Rannick toe style, don't always need to in the half guard smash from there. It's a really good solid position. Limits your opponent's ability to get up if you sat on that half guard leg. And it's not for lack of trying by Wyatt. You can see he's trying to lock up a Kimura there. Anything to try and build some space or build a scramble. But at the moment, tight waist coming now for Jack Grundy. And
is he going to take the back now, or is he going to just roll his man back onto the shoulders? And yep.
Oh, he might take the back in his scramble. Wyatt trying to block the arm. He's done a good job
work.
there.
Yeah, good work by Wyatt there. Still, Jack Grundy pressuring heavy up against the cage. Wyatt digging in with an uppercut in the knee.
Yeah, a couple of little shots on the inside just to keep Grundy thinking, but turns his back over the fence, hits that double, and that's a nice finish to that double leg on the fence.
Yeah, the wrestling from Grundy is absolutely on. But with the pedigree of Dad, you'd find it hard to think that he hasn't spent years wrestling.
Yeah, looking for that inside wrist control on that left arm. Pretty much got it. Takes one of his arms out of reach. Goes to the mount.
10 seconds left in the round. You hear the referee just asking Jack to be mindful of the shots, but he's got to be happy with that round.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a strong round. And just as a bit of an aside, you see, obviously he's wrestled for many years with his dad, which is absolutely true. And I'm sure coming up, they've got a charity wrestle-off, Dad vs Lad wrestle-off coming up.
Ooh!
may still have a chance at this point. We'll give it a few more years.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, because how long before Jack is really taking it to Dad?
Yeah, and you know,
and wouldn't Dad be proud if he did? To be fair,
absolutely. But you know, you look at him since we first saw him in his first amateur fights here. Yeah. Physically, you know, he's becoming a man now. Like you see him filling out physically and all in his body and everything, and he's doing a big change. But Wyatt's always been like the more physical in the fights that he's had so far. So this is why this was a really interesting matchup. And I don't think at any point in that first round Wyatt was in any major danger, but he's certainly been dominated for the first round.
Yeah, what would you expect him to do different? Perhaps work more at range behind those long?
Yeah, he just never got a chance. Jack shot him for that single leg really early. Landing some nice shots now, stringing his punches together.
I like the fact that again he mixes it up, body, head, not just head hunting.
And then little feint and driving his man to the fence.
That's got to be the frustrating thing, because he doesn't just work one takedown. If that doesn't work, he chains it together.
Yeah, and that's the mark of a real quality wrestler. You know, they don't just have a double leg or a single leg. It's the chains and going through those chains and those different phases, the mat returns, and somebody's starting to get back up. And mat returns straight to the back, really strong position, and a lot earlier in the round.
Both hooks in as well. Going to flatten his man out. And if you're Wyatt right now, you're fighting the hand.
Yeah, Jack was looking for the head and arm there, and Wyatt just in the nick of time managed to pull the arm back as he dropped to his back.
You pointed out in the first round that Grundy's not in it. He's working now, but he was in no real rush to escape that half guard until the right moment presents itself. Happy to take that top position and just beat up Wyatt whenever he gets the chance.
Yeah, absolutely, and why not? It's strong again, landing the shots, but also the submission threat. Threatening with a couple of arm triangles, back again, and just smashing him down from there. Just locking up the legs, locking up the hips, and just getting into real smashing positions where he can dominate, land shots.
It doesn't seem to matter which way Wyatt looks to try and escape at the moment. Grundy's there to meet him, and again chipping away, gonna put his man back to the canvas.
Yeah, and you see, Wyatt trying different configurations of half guard to look for something, but Grundy's a step ahead at the moment. Looks like he's going to get out to the back again.
And one hook in.
Arm triangle there. He's going to set that up, the arm triangle, and he does. To the mount of it, head's in tight, that left arm's in tight, and this could be the beginning of the end. The left arm, the left shoulder, you can see that gap on the neck right there, so that's not going to help him. He won't be able to finish that from there until he drops back down.
Does he need to step out of the mount?
Yeah, he could go off the side for that, or he could sink back, but Wyatt did a good job of surviving that one.
He still can't shake Grundy off.
Yeah, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Big shots coming in.
Full mount now. Oh, and this is the kind of work you want to see from Jack Grundy, and Paul Crossley's seen enough, and that's the TKO. Grundy moves to 4-1, and I'm sorry, this young man's going to be a problem for people.
Absolutely. So he's signifying for the belt, and what do we say at the start of the fight? The winner could be looking at something like that. Yeah, brilliant fight, brilliant finish, dominated all the way through, and nice to see him rally for the ground and pound finish at the end.
Surely the current lightweight champion, Chris Morris, paying attention to that.
And style-wise, how good is that?
Oh, phenomenal, phenomenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 49 seconds of the second round. For your winner by TKO, Jack Grundy! And a round of applause, please, for the opponent, Nathan Wyatt.